unfortunately. But it's a good lesson. And you can trust me when I say that I had a lot of them in my life. Alright, Battle Arena. What was it? Battleless. Ah, my favorite genre. JRPGs. Why am I here? Because of Socio. Galeck. Stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag and every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Well, I ate so much today. I don't know how I came back alive. Welcome to the Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Galeck. I'm the arena steward. Irman is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights or to participate? Surprisingly open and honest-faced. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. But even looks up to you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. During fights in Battle Bliss, prayers and curses are uttered in equal measure, both on the battlefield itself and in the stands. Perhaps you'll be the one who shifts the balance toward prayer. Irman. I remember a demon called Irman. He was a wild, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that were just as deadly as skill in his battle. It's easy to succeed in a skill check for a trickster if you want it. Very easy. And it's hilarious also. Extremely fun. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag. An imp picks his head out to look at you. He has large, drooping ears, and stares at you with his huge and blinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. I'm looking for one particular slave. I suspect he passed through the hands of a slaver wearing a black mask. That's for Socio. I want all of Alushinira to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. I'd like to talk to you, Irman. I'd like to know more about you. I'd like to know more about the Battle Bliss. Tell me more about the Battle Bliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operations are simple. It functions like a pyramid. The spectators are at the lowest level. Regular gladiators are on the next tier, followed by the members of the Hindrian League. The champion towers above them all, and the master of the arena stands on his shoulders like an omnipotent god. Tell me more what happens in the arena. Battle Bliss is a gladiatorial arena. You must understand, fights are a big deal in Alushinira. They are the city's primary source of gossip and entertainment. But they're much more than that. These gladiatorial matches serve as a kind of ritual, a daily offering to the demonic way of life. And these daily offerings, these rituals are performed in a battle place. In a way, it's a more of a temple than an arena. The arena is the only reason this city is still standing. Without the battle bliss, the demons would have brought Alushinera to ruins long ago. But instead of tearing down the city with their rage and their desire for slaughter, they come here to quench their thirst for blood. You see, the arena gives them a sort of a release. It allows them to satiate their lust for violence. Who runs this place? His name is Irman Galet. He's a Cambion. He was born in the Abyss as the offspring of an incubus and a mortal woman. Incubi are naturally persuasive, but Irman Galet's father was especially skilled at using his words to manipulate and control. Well, his son inherited his silver tongue. His ability to influence a crowd is unmatched. With just the sound of his voice, he can instantly instigate a riot or make a screaming group of demons fall silent and listen to his every word. When he warms up the audience, the spectators are ready to jump into the arena and fight the gladiators themselves. Who's the strongest fighter in the arena? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Elder Fang. He's the deadliest of Irman Galet's fighters and serves as his bodyguard. He's a true artist of death and destruction. Of course, there are other fighters in the Abyss who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fight into a spectacular show. He turns combat into performance and knows how to create a dramatic spectacle out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Elder Fang wants in life: pleasure and murder. They're his obsession, and he feeds that obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Alushinera knows his name, and the audience yell at the top of their lungs every time he kills one of his rivals. What's Nahindrian League? It's an odd name, I admit, but it's in keeping with the latest trend. Nahindrian is a very popular word in Alushinera these days. Nahindrian League is led by the arena's current champion, Elder Fang, and only the very best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the league belong to Irman Galet, but not all of them are demons. Alushinera serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different planes to perform in the arena. I've heard of Nahindrian crystals. Do you get them if you're a member of the league? Did like you to believe that, but no. The members of Nahindrian League are no different than Nahindrian booze vendor in the tavern or Nahindrian whip supplier at the flesh markets. None of them actually have the access to the crystals. I heard that Nahindrian crystals contain immense power. Elder Fang would love to have one. And there are rumors that Irman Galet promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that Irman Galet was lying. I'm not sure even if he knows how to get his hands on Nahindrian crystal. Tell me more about you. You see Crow. He addresses the imp in his bag. This is why we work so hard to climb the ranks. We wanted to be important, and now look, the stranger wants to know all about us. I guess that means we're finally a big deal. Who are you? I'm the arena steward. My position is prestigious, but my success is hard earned. My life has not been easy. I grew up on the streets of Alushinera. I was a street urchin and orphan. I'm the result of an act of violence committed against a helpless slave woman. I've always been weak, always been surrounded by those who are bigger and stronger than me. All my life, I had to rely on my wits to survive. Out on the streets, I scrounged around for food and tried to avoid becoming someone else's snack. Fortunately, I had someone to look out for me. The tiefling takes a small piece of dried meat and holds it to close the bag. Quick as a flash, Scrawny paw darts from the bag and snatches up the treat. Crow has been my companion for a long time. He's also my partner in business. Together, we saved up our money, one coin at a time. We made allies and sought out opportunities for advancement. We worked hard to climb the ranks of society. In the beginning, our goals were simple. Never starve again, never live in poverty again, and never fear for our lives again. Trust me, those goals aren't easy to accomplish here in the Abyss. You have to be very influential in the city to achieve any of those things. But we managed to make our goals a reality. In fact, we've been doing quite well for ourselves here in Alushinera. What's your role here? Irman Galet is an artist, not a clerk. That's why I have so many responsibilities. I search for new fighters, I make the fight charts. and arrange the fights so that the opponents are evenly matched. And of course I organize all of the matches. Unfortunately, my master has a habit of interfering with my work. He's been very involved lately, and as a result, the fights have been terrible. The combat turns into meaningless carnage. There is no skill, no strategy involved, and of course no one wants to place bets on fights like that. Everyone already knows who's going to win. There aren't even fights anymore, they're just public executions. That's also a form of entertainment, of course, but it's not what our audience wants. You don't look like you belong in the abyss. The imp peeks out of the bag and the tiefling grins as he pets his companion's tiny little head. That's because I like to stay organized. When I was growing up, I made mental lists of all of my possessions. My money, my enemies and allies, my schedule and my goals. I was weaker than everyone else, and these mental calculations helped me to survive. It was the only advantage I had, the only way that I could gain the upper hand, and keeping lists became a habit. I found that it disciplines the mind and keeps my thoughts organized. I'm an accountant by nature, and my ability to bring order to a place where chaos reigns has turned out to be a profitable skill. Who's the imp you're hiding in your bag? The tiefling smiles as a little creature peeks curiously out of the bag. It has big drooping ears, a small round face, and a big round eyes that gaze at you curiously. It's Crow. He's my business partner. He also happens to be my familiar. I have no idea how he wound up in the abyss, but he's not an easy time of it either. If our paths hadn't crossed, we'd both be dead by now. He's probably the only one I trust. The imp fidgets beneath your gaze and finally darts back down into the bag to hide. Succeeded with Arcana. It is odd to see an imp and infernal creature here in the abyss. The fundamentally chaotic energy of this place must be repugnant to a creature born on the plane of order and evil. Your imp is an infernal creature. How has he managed to survive in the abyss? It's nice to meet a person who knows the difference between an imp and a quasit. Yes, Crow is a devil, though a lesser one. I have no idea how he ended up here, but at the time we met he was extremely unwell. Staying in the abyss is not much easier for him than staying underwater would be for a mortal. So that's how I spent the first real money I managed to earn here, on this fine stolen to order bag. It's had magic symbols sewn inside that makes its interior bearable for Crow, and that's why I don't step out of the bag. No more questions. I'd like to talk to Irman Galeck. The imp pokes his head out of the bag in surprise. You seem to have aroused his curiosity. His sad, drooping ears perk up with excitement and he stares at you with his big round eyes. You wish to speak with Irman Galeck? I'm afraid that's impossible. Irman Galeck never communicates with anyone except his most trusted aides. And Elder Fang is under strict orders to kill anyone who tries to talk to his master without permission. Irman Galeck believes that minimizing his contact with the outside world will make him the audience in the arena. To want him even more. Now it's your turn to be a gladiator. Let's save. I want all of Alushinera to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. No, we're gonna ask for Social's brother first. You come to the right place. Tell me more about the slave you're looking for. The tiefling listens to your description and then nods. You're in luck. The gladiator you're looking for is still alive. He's even earned a place in the Hydrian League. We call him the Dire One. However, it won't be easy to arrange a visit. All of the League's members prefer to keep themselves, but the Dire One is notoriously reclusive in the arena, so these beasts made him. Shailene, what cruel mockery. But he's still alive, and that's all that it matters. We can't waste time, we must get him out of there before it's too late. We need to fight for Social's brother. Arena healer. A demon in blood-spattered apron fusily shoves a foul-looking chunks of flesh into his apron pockets. His fingers are fitted with a horrible steel claws. And you hear the unpleasant sound of a metal on metal as he slides them against one another like skizzers. He looks up in your direction with an insane grin, and his voice makes your skin crawl. Are you one of the gladiators? Do you need a healer? Or are you here because you want to become more powerful? The demon inspects land closely. What a curious specimen. Who stitched you up? That's an interesting horn, and those scales, look how they reflect the light. How much reptile is there inside of you? Can you climb walls or detect the changes of temperature outside? If I cut off your hand, will it grow again? The demon-clothed hands reach towards land seemingly of their own accord. I'm almost certain it won't grow again. But what about you? I hope your hands grow back, because if you don't keep them off me, you'll need a new pair. Who are you? I'm the most important person in Battle Bless. I'm a healer, or as they call me, a stitcher. They drag those poor bleeding fools from the arena so I can stitch them back together piece by piece. And I do mean that quite literally, since most of them are in pieces by the time they get to me. At first I simply reattach the severed limbs of wounded fighters. Now, however, my methods are far more interesting. Someone from Nocticula's inner circle taught me the secret of grafting flesh. By combining the flesh of different gladiators, I create this... Cat's doing. I create the strongest, craftiest, most talented fighters. Oh yes, in these chambers, invincible gladiators are born. I'm so close to achieving perfection. Soon my methods will produce better results than Nahidrian crystals. This is not healing, it's some hideous mockery of it. A healer should restore a body to its natural and healthy state instead of turning it into something disgusting. Nahidrian. Something of a legend in Alushinira. No one knows what they are and everyone wants them, and we know because every demon says the same about their fucking crystals. Can you make me stronger? The healer looks at you eagerly. You hear the shrill screech of metal against metal as he rubs his steel claws together excitedly. For 30,000 gold, I'll stitch you up into something better, much, much better. I beg you to reconsider. The power he promises is tainted by corruption. Please don't do that. By joining your flesh with the flesh of a creature from the abyss, you allow its corruption to taint you. I've seen them grab the body parts of demons onto mortals just for fun. The mortals could not withstand this wicked corruption, and their souls became evil. Mr. Mad Scientist Sir, let me offer myself up as a subject for your experimentation. Feel free to carve me up and stitch me back together as you see fit. Please don't do this. Don't let them defile your beauty and corrupt your pure soul. You'll do nicely. The price is still the same, 30,000 gold, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get started. The healer's eyes light up with sinister enthusiasm. He looks you over carefully and then exclaims eagerly, "This will be magnificent. It will be a brilliant operation, a splendid surgery. Just wait until I cut you up and stitch you back together. You'll be my masterpiece. I trust your expertise. Pay." The healer gives you a mad, sinister grin. You're wise to put your trust in a real artist. Now it's time for you to scream. Just don't be too loud. It can be distracting when I'm trying to work. Sparks fly and you hear the screech of a metal against metal as he rubs his steel claws together in anticipation. I just lost 30,000 gold. Demon Graft. Demonic augmented organs. Grant the wearer +2 natural armor. +2 inherent bonus to checks made to overcome spells. Concentration checks. DC, attack, damage rolls. What the fuck? And all saving throws. However, whenever your HP falls below 20%, you enter a frenzy. And you attack the nearest creature until you die, or the combat ends. Demon Graft. Everything goes up to both attacks, all saves, all armor, attack damage, and your frenzy went below 20%. But you remain lawful good. Make Nenio stronger. What the fuck? Make Nenio stronger. I can't believe it, you're actually alive. I have to admit you had me worried. I was afraid I just wasted a bunch of valuable organs on a failed experiment. Luckily though, you came through just fine and everything is healing up nicely. Just wait until you step into the arena. The crowds will love this new and improved version of you. Make Nino stronger. Follow me, you will drown in an ocean of pain, but you'll emerge from it renewed. It depends with who you come here, okay? I guess most of your companions that are evil can be augmented. You're surprised the surgery takes place in a complete silence. When Nino returns, she looks distant and emotionless. How do you feel? Fine, I think. When the mad scientist close cut into me, I blocked out the pain. Actually, I forgot the pain even existed. If I'm completely honest, I even forgot that I was a part of an experiment. It's such an awkward situation. Maybe I should do it again. No, that's enough for you. Your body already bears the mark of my genius. I already painted on this canvas. Don't tell me I just wasted 30,000 gold on a failed experiment. Science requires sacrifice. When something results in failure, it often leads to progress and prosperity in the end. I presume it was worth it. It's hard to say for sure because I don't remember anything. Still, I hope that in the near future I'll observe the effects of the surgical intervention so that I can write an article about it for the encyclopedia. I would be disappointed if the experiment failed due to the forgetfulness of the subject. Demon graft. She got the same as me. Why would Nino need this? Because of DC. Then because of concentration. She also received those saving throws. Listen, this is not for the angel path, okay? You know. This is not the angel path. And I won't go with it, I just wanted to check it out. Even though everything Rampage is here for me. It's not what I should do. Not for the numbers, at least. You're not a healer, you're a butcher. Thank you for the compliment. I'm indeed quite proficient with an axe and cleaver. Of course, I'm very good with a thin blade that I use for dissection of the jugular vein. You know, not every specimen turns out to be viable, and I have such a soft, tender, and compassionate nature. I just can't bear to watch others suffer. I don't bother with regular wounds. They're not worthy of my craft. Just drink a potion and you'll be fine. Dark Omen. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants them the ability to cast the following spells. Ray, Fear, and Waves to cast the spell. Once per day you may use this item to grant your party total concealment against ranged. For a minute. Neophyte Gloves. Whenever the wearer of these gloves casts a cantrip or a first level spell, the spell deals 1 additional point of damage per die rolled. Whatever. Goddamn finger freezer, 27,000. Charisma, wisdom. Saving throws against mind affecting conditions. When did I got this? Creative party total concealment. That wisdom charisma. Frankly, I don't know who to give this. Straight charisma. Wisdom charisma. Plus 4 bonus saving throw against mind effect. Here we go. What the fuck just happened?
Sway from my path.
What the fuck just happened?
The struggles never cease.
I don't want it because I play the angel path, okay? Not because of fucking numbers to make the game easier. If I want to make the game easier, I put those upgrades on every companion and on myself. I mean, every companion available. Because I believe there are more companions available than Menia. Probably. Camellia. Not quite sure of it. But I don't want to do it because it doesn't fit the lore. I want to stay with the lore. I want to stay with the theme of the mythic path I chose. Are you speaking about 90s Elvira, Dante? On Nintendo and Commodore? No one's gonna turn into demon on this playthrough. No fucking way. Made a decision and I'm sticking with it. And I don't care. Not for numbers. I played it, but it was a long time ago then. Make Nenio stronger. No. I don't want Nenio to turn against me till the end. You never know with companions in this game. We are fighting demons, I'm making her a demon. No. Now let's explore. There's nothing to explore. I want Alushinira to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. Tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he's calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds. If that's truly your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Elder Fang, your name will be on everyone's lips. But you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Elder Fang is a big deal here in Lushinira, and only members of the Hindrian League, the elite gladiators of the Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others just to entertain spectators, these creatures of the abyss sow death and destruction in such a careless, casual manner. Know that our mission is important, and I know we can't allow ourselves to get distracted by feelings and emotions by smashing skulls and eviscerating bodies. Just to entertain these evil creatures, Yomedea, it makes me sick to just think about it. It's extremely difficult to join the league. You have to slay an active member and take their place, so if you wish to fight the champion, you will have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in a battle, I'll be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. I killed hundreds of demons, why should I have to prove myself to anyone? I heard about you, you made a name for yourself in the streets. Alas, I can't go against the rules without drawing Irman Galeck's wrath down on my head. If you're half as good as the rumors say, you'll have no troubles winning a few easy fights. Very well, I'll fight the newcomer. I'm ready to enter the arena. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Irman Galeck has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter in the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Irman Galeck may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Hydrian League. However, if you become a candidate for a membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Who's my opponent? Some nameless newcomer. Will it be a fight to the death? Of course, every fight must end in the death of a gladiator. The most important part of the show. They want to see spectacular death scenes and cunning coups de grace. Of course, some fighters survive the ordeal and can be pieced back together. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. Need some time to prepare. Thanks for the follow, thanks a lot.
I lead, you follow. Onwards!
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
Let's begin. The Sinner. There's Elder Fang.
This was simple enough.
Perfect storm. Heavy armor, +4, full plate armor. Wielding weapons in two hands, or he's wielding a two-handed weapon. The weapon's largest enchantment bonus is added to the armor class with a shield descriptor. And what do I got? Mitral +3. Spell resist Mitral. Full plate. I don't know, man. Mitral is Mitral, no matter how you put it, Mitral is better. Well, you will. Weapons in two hands or wielding a two-handed weapon. The weapon largest enchantment bonus is added to armor class with a shield descriptor. Mitral is Mitral, no matter how you put it. It's just better. Less penalties. Elder Fang. Elder Fang greets you with a condescending sneer. He looks at you smugly, flexes his muscles so that you can see his chiseled abs beneath his smooth, flawless skin. His teeth have been neatly filled, and his impassive eyes hide a cold fury that could ignite into a hot, flaming rage at any moment. You get a feeling that it wouldn't take much to set him off on a rampage. You must be my next victim, so you're the little Golarian who wants to challenge me for the title of the Battle Bliss champion. Elder Fang pretends not to recognize you. He looks you up and down and then fixes you with a bored, lazy stare. Another primitive Golarian. There's nothing special about you. How disappointing. Why do you fight in the arena? We're gonna fight each other soon. You're not scared, are you? I killed a lot of your kind back on Golarian. You don't deserve to be a champion. You're a pathetic blowhard, and it's a failing that I have to fight against such an unworthy opponent with bluff. The demon's relaxed, laid-back Demonor vanishes instantly. He hisses furiously, baring his teeth in an angry snarl. I'm gonna make you suffer, mortal. I'll make you beg for the sweet release of that. I'll start nice and slow. Oh yes, I'll take time as I unravel your innards. I'll make a noose for you out of your own intestines, and then I'll strangle you until the life leaves your body. You're dead meat, Golarian. I'll see you in the arena. Mitral is Mitral, no matter how you put it. On weapons, on armor. You just don't have a substitute for Mitral items. Wrath of the Righteous is 10 times darker and more serious than Kingmaker. With 10 times better writing. Yeah, true. The way I like it, to be honest. I would make it even darker, you know, even darker.
You require my
But it's
unbiased
good.
opinion?
More than good.
Huh? Oh, yes, what? Nice try. Didn't work though.
And then yeah.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Why do you fight in the arena? Because it's fun. Where else can I unleash my passion, my wild and sensual spirit? If I don't fight, I feel terrible, aching pain in my bones. Without release, my power grows so sour and stale, like a rancid brew. And the only thing that can cleanse me from this stagnation is to find a victim and torment them until they howl. Their wail of pain and humiliation washes over me and restores my power to its full potency. Only then do I become myself again, Elder Fang the Invincible, the true ruler of the Battle Bliss. You're not scared, are you? When you're about to eat a great feast, do you feel scared? When a succubus seduces you, do you feel scared? I'm looking forward to our fight, and so should you. I plan to be very delicate with you. I'll slip my fingers into your skin and extract the tip of a nerve, and then I'll slowly pull it from your body, like a fisherman reeling in a line. I won't stop until I removed every last nerve from your body. First you'll howl in pain and terror, and then you'll beg me to pull your nerves out faster, so that you won't feel the pain anymore. Trust me, it will be an unforgettable experience. I killed a lot of your kind back on Golarian. Right, I heard about that, a real demon exterminator. Supposedly you have amazing powers or something like that. But you don't seriously think that your enemies on Golarian could compare with a demon like me, do you? Even my rivals are more powerful than the puny foes you defeated back on your world. Sorry, but your special powers aren't enough to impress me. Bluff. Now we pissed him off. What do we got here? Vavakia and Rux. Weren't you supposed to kill this one? I checked this room yesterday, I just ran through. It's happening, is it? Weren't you supposed to fight? You were supposed to kill him. That Vavakia is supposed to die.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. I'm
Weird.
curious.
I just know it's supposed to die. Did you bug out? I think you bugged out. Strange.
This was simple enough.
I'm quite sure it bugged out. You are supposed to kill this crap. Amazing amount of detail. Amazing amount of fucking detail. Ruxa, a massive scaly demon, greets your arrival with a roar of fury. She spins her she. This is a she. She spins her weapon toward you with a practiced ease, stopping the blade an inch from your chest. Valerian, new blood. You've not been in the league for long, but you already been given the chance to fight against Elder Fang. I've been fighting in the arena for over a year now, but Irman Galeck protects his champion from me. Pathetic cowards, the both of them. Was I supposed to fight in the arena and then I would get the access here? I think that's how it goes, okay? I really believe that's how it goes. Let me see, since I got the saves. I'm not supposed to even be here. At least I believe so. Let's check the first fight. I think it's gonna open up. I'm not sure though. I'm ready to end. I'm ready. I wish you good luck if you die. Great death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive victorious. Let's see the arena. This fighter is nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena. Let's see what Moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. Who will stand against him? They may be small, but they're far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny ugly package. It's Smugmug Wild's gang of methods. I'll bite your nose off, you Valerian scum. I'm the wild and terrible Smugmug. Tremble before me. You'll soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters commence battle. How come they didn't place a crowd? They should place a crowd. The fire methods.
Let's move already.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Let's fight till I kill those ones.
You've crossed the wrong escape.
Mind over muscle.
Smugmug. What the fuck, Smugmug?
You see that?
What the fuck, you're all popping? Hey, I couldn't hit anyone. Who knows, maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of Nahindrian League once they start accepting methods into their ranks. demand explanations from Zeklex. Yeah, don't step into it, motherfucker. It just looks great. I don't like being called a Mepit Slayer. I wanna change my title. Is this your idea of a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why did you put me against such a ridiculous opponent? Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Look at that, that's a Mepit Slayer. Train hard, boy, and maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real Dratch. Zekles frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. The insolent demon gurgles, start staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself, then he turns to you. Please listen to me before you draw your weapons. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Irman Galeck's orders. He came up with a brilliant idea to match you up against a method. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you, this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zekles produces a gold coin from his bag and places it into your hand. This is for you. From now on, you can freely use the teleportation arch that is located near the battle bless. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena's gladiators. I demand a proper fight. And I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you, but first I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flayer twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we do not have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I would be very grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the costs, of course. We know where it is. How far will we have to go to complete this mission? Soon enough we'll be guilty of all the same sins as the demons. Today we kill to entertain them, but what happens tomorrow? Will we have to pray to the Lady in Shadow? I will not become a slave trader. So I need to buy these gladiators at the flesh markets. Is there anything else I should know? There are a lot of slavers at the flesh markets. Irman Galeck usually buys fighters from Sarkazis or Virlong. I will not become a slave trader. Why not? Does it violate your principles? This is the abyss. Scruples won't do you any good here. In fact, I advise you to keep your morals on a tight leash if you want to survive. But fine, must you take them. I'll try to make sure your fight with the Flayer twins takes place as soon as possible. I don't like being called a Mepit Slayer. I wanna change my title. Nothing I can do about it. I'm afraid crowd loves it. And that is all that matters to Irman Galeck. He'll remain the Mepit Slayer for as long as the audience find it amusing. Ready to enter. As you wish, it will be a difficult fight, blah blah blah. We are returning back because no, he's not sending us over there. So we are returning back to finish what we started. I thought if you win the first fight, you get access to those rooms where the gladiators are. But no, you do not. So here we go. We got him pissed off.
Call me again if you need to.
Ruxa. Galerian New Blood, you have not been in the league for long. You already been given the chance to fight against Elder Fang. I've been fighting in the arena for over a year now, but Irman Galeck protects his champion from me. Pathetic cowards, the both of them. Who are you? Surely you already know I'm Ruxa, the future champion of the Battle Bless. We Vavaki are the greatest of the races, and even among my own kind, I'm considered the best and strongest. The power that roars within me was a gift from Lamatsu herself. She gave me the strength to conquer the entire universe. What can that pompous weakling Elder Fang possibly do to me? I'll take him by his neck with one hand and I'll grab his wings with the other. Then I'll tear him apart. You worship Lamatsu. Yes, Lamatsu created Vavakia to rule and conquer. She gives us strength, power, superiority over all the rest. We're conquerors, Lamatsu's true firstborns. All Vavakia must worship her. We'll have to fight against each other soon. I suggest we join forces and kill Elder Fang. Why would I want to form an alliance with you, New Blood? Irman Galeck will rig the fight. He won't let you defeat his champion. Yes, Irman Galeck is both smart and cunning, but he's a coward. He won't let me break his favorite toy one-on-one. Fine, I won't kill you in the arena. I'll wait Elder Fang shows up to fight you, and then I'll tear him to pieces. Perhaps I'll even let you live after I finish with him. If you growl in dust and beg for mercy, I might choose to spare you. I gotta go. Wow, fuck, that's gonna be a huge fight, eh? Demon Gladiator. Arena Healer. Do you wanna get patched up before the fight, Gladiator? But that's... what? How are you over here and over here at the same time? What the fuck is this? How can you be at the two same spots at the same time? It's already applied. I got a patch. Irman Galeck. I can't speak with Irman Galeck. That's Irman Galeck. Zeklex is here also. I thought I had convinced Irman Galeck not to take you captive, but clearly I was wrong. He's a raving lunatic and constantly changes his decision. You should direct your anger toward him. Did you know I was walking into a trap? Will you help me escape? What? 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 A collar makes a quiet clicking sound. I have a collar. I don't have a fucking what the what the
Can't hide from me.
We'll see if it is a new one now. There was some patch, as far as I know. Both are installed. 107C and 107E. They're both installed. Yeah, they're both installed. So you were not supposed to use Dimension Door because you literally skip through most of the things you can do. You just don't use Dimension Door. That's it. That's what I wanted to know. That's a huge bug by their side, okay? They need to fix it. You were not supposed to be able to use Dimension Doors to traverse. Because it rushes the quest, okay? It rushes the quest like 2 hours in advance. And it acts like something happened and it didn't, you know? Which is extremely stupid. Booma, hello Booma. So we did not use Dimension Door. Simple as that. And everything is fine. We already know, unfortunately, there was a huge spoiler that I'll end up with a collar around my neck that forbids you to fight outside the arena. What's my opinion on Alushinira? Extremely unique area. Never seen something like this in my life. It feels like a separate game. It works like garbage, though it's not optimized well. But other than optimization, it's quite good. I didn't have a single problem about entering where I want, okay? I really didn't have problems. When problem happens, I made the problem, not the game. My experimenting is what makes the problem, but not the game, definitely.
You won't fall here. I swear it.
The Method Slayer. The Method Slayer. Demand explanation from Zaklex.
Move out.
Is this your idea of a joke? We're gonna speed it up when he nabs you. I demand the proper fight. Very well, I'll go buy the slaves. So now we know where the slaves are and how to get them, because I was already at the flesh markets. So that's gonna be easy. And perhaps I'll level up after I do it. Perhaps. We're gonna go to 10,000 delights. That's the closest to the flesh markets. As I said, Alushinira feels like a separate game, alright? And it feels like the actual real CRPG. There is no army management, there is no kingdom management, there are no messages, no managing anything at all, okay? It's just you, your team, and multiple objectives. So it feels like a classic CRPG. Which is good. Which is very good. Harem of Ardent Dreams. Portal. Flesh Market. I should check this area too. I never finished the map after all. What are you, you son of a bitch? A Bavakia demon resembling a spike-covered centaur stands on the roof like an especially ugly gargoyle. So that horse and okay, I'm the whore cow. You sent another assassin. Come closer, you fool. Let me see who I'll be having for dinner tonight. Yesterday there were two, and I crushed them into a single bowl of meat. So I'm not the first person Moravec hired. If I kept the skulls of every one of you, I would have built myself a magnificent palace out of them long ago. I picked that Moravec in a brothel once. She seems sturdier than the others. I don't realize my strength could drive even a succubus insane. The wench decided we were meant for each other. Of course, I left off that nonsense. But she scraped together some money and now sends assassins after me in revenge. She knows how much it annoys me. You gullible morons are always interrupting my day, but your bones crunch nicely as I chew. It must be said. You look smarter than the others though. Would you like to make a deal? I don't know how much Moravec promised you, but I'll double it. It'll be easy money. You don't even need to kill Moravec. And that's impossible inside the brothel anyway. Just give her my enchanted ring. As soon as she takes it, she'll be teleported here, and we'll have a little heart-to-heart. The cunning wench went to such efforts to spend one more minute with me, so this will make her dream come true. The demon bites his finger and smears the messy ring on his hand with blood. The demon chuckles the whole time, eyes twinkling with mirth, as if this is all a game. I think you're hiding something. You don't trust me? That's the right call. Don't trust a word you hear in the abyss. Not that you have many choices, either accept my deal or accept my invitation to a dinner as the main course. I already made a deal with Moravec.
I will defend my dream. The light.
And you're about to get fucked.
You.
That was disgusting, you piece of shit. That was literally disgusting. XP. Breastplate. Zerik's ring. A massive, crudely made ring, definitely not sized for a human finger. We gotta level! Oh, we're gonna level up first. Holy shit, nice. Negative levels.
The goddess protects us.
always be ready for the worst.
My will is resolute.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
Let me help.
Mana level. Level 16.
Forget it.
Ay, come on, you shitheads.
Well, this didn't go well.
You don't need to roll that high, you need to roll 10. But that's my bitch luck. I did 2 of those puzzles for Nenia. 3 remain. Nice and easy.
Forget it. The mongrel did it.
Ooh. Hand over the ring, you no longer need to be afraid Xerxes is dead. What have you done? Who I'm gonna play with now? There is nothing sweeter than playing games of life and death when I think that Xerxes is tearing apart yet another greedy idiot and set his way. Just imagining it sends flames licking through my body, but you ruined everything. He should have sent you to me, so I would beg you to spare me. Humiliated not knowing how long I have to live. And now he's dead, how dull. Never mind though, if he couldn't handle you, he was a weakling. If you meet a demon, a mighty one, sturdy and fearless, please don't kill him immediately. Tell him Morvet, honey-eyed tongue is looking for a new patron. What did Xerxes get out of your games? He got me, of course. You got a break from boredom. Vavakia demons are so strong that few dare to confront them face to face. Whereas the promise of my kiss could convince even a paladin to face certain death. Xerxes had always appreciated that ability of mine. Are these games your idea? Yes, and you can imagine how hard it is to find a good partner. Everyone is so worried about their miserable lives. No one really understands how sweet it is to look death in the eye and know you still live. We succubi are always ready to please, but the desire that flares when a cold blade touches your throat, only Xerxes understood what I was talking about. Enough talking, where's my reward? 10,000 XP. Don't worry, here's your reward. If you ever wish to see me again, talk to the mother. Let's go to the slave market, buy the slaves, then we're up to the Nexus, so we can level up the entire party. And after that, we're gonna do the arena. This is gonna be the team for the arena, probably.
I will lend you my aid.
We will win this war.
The world has suffered enough.
All this waiting bores me. Battles await.
Dirty Blue Dream, thanks for the sub. Thanks a lot. Flesh markets. Where were those gladiators? We're alone. Black Mask. And the gladiators. I'm looking for slaves for the gladiator fights in the arena. I'm selling that itself that lurks in my gladiators' hands and in their eyes. They can kill so swiftly we'll not even see them strike. They can kill so slowly their opponents that make the spectators shiver in ecstasy. They embrace their own deaths with such dignity that their names soar from the lips of the crowd into the dark sky, straight into the heads of merciful death. How do I like Act 4 so far? I like it a lot. I was speaking about it like 10 minutes ago. It's different from the entire game. It feels like a game on its own. Gladiators are a mix of all races and ages. Indeed, look tough and dangerous. Powerful bodies, bloodthirsty gazes, deft yet casual grips of the weapons show them to be true masters of their art. They resemble a pack of predators at rest before a bloody hunt, where they will rip, tear, and gut their prey. The glances they exchange are amiable but not warm. For tomorrow each may have to kill the other in front of the screaming crowd. I'll buy your gladiators. Pay 35,000 gold deal. Explain to the gladiators how to get to Nexus. Go to the arena is evil. You're free, you may decide for yourselves where to go and what to go to the arena. Our time has come, we will kill in the arena, we will die in the arena. Glory and death await us, brother and sisters. Go to the arena. Why is that an evil choice though? They always wanted to go into the arena. Only got 80,000. The only good thing I can buy from him is a longbow, but I need to respect clan if I do it. I don't know, I'll think about it. He's got shortbow plus 4, this is longbow plus 5. Let's level up. Let's bloody level up. You know what's funny? I'm already thinking about my second run with mercs. And what team I wanna assemble. It might happen, you know, but I don't know, to be honest, I don't know. You never know with them. Like, never. They produce such a big game in such a short time that it could happen. You know. But this is the biggest game I've seen in my life. With probably the biggest replay value I've seen in my life. So thinking about the next game from them right now is, I think, way too much. Especially when they give you such a huge game like this. Yeah, the main problem is that you are forced to choose between extremely cool builds or your companions and their stories. Problem is solved very easily. Do not limit achievements for unfair and hard with respec, and give full respec options for companions. Problem is solved. Or at least give me an option if, for example, Diran is an oracle. Please give me an option to reset Diran from level 1, not from level 5. That's it, problem solved. I'll play him as oracle, I'll play Nenio as wizard, but do I want to play as a scroll savant or as something else? That should be my choice. So let them keep their base classes, but at least allow respec. Very easy to resolve all of this. Very, very easy. And I don't know whose idea it was to make such a stupid companions. Let's level up. Here we go. As a shield bearer, I finally get new spells. I get Sacred Shield. And I get a Sacred Weapon. No feat this time though. But I get ability point. And that's also huge. I have buffs. I'm supposed to rest. Let us rest. A quick rest. Then we level up. Let's level up. So, no feat, Sacred Shield, Sacred Weapon +4, tons of new spells, and the attribute point. There goes the Wisdom. Athletics, Lore Legion, Persuasion, next. Jesus Christ, look at the shield bearer, man. Ah, we're gonna be strong now. A mini cleric. Mini cleric. Shit, I have blood barrier. Seeing come, you know. Only one spot. That sucks. A lot. So many spells in only one spot. Call for the Surge of Holy Power, grants you the following benefits: Sacred bonus to armor class, bonus to strength, acid and fire resist, Bonus on persuasion. Bonus on initiative, fast healing. Any critical threat roll made against an evil creature with a weapon you wield is automatically confirmed. Non-good spellcaster cancels a spell, but doing so causes them to be sickened. I am good. It should be Eagle Soul as far as I can tell. I need a good self buff, and the best self buff would be that. There is a Luck and Resolve Mess. It's also extremely useful. I guess Fear. Bears Endurance Mass, create Undead, Banishment. Don't need all of that. Joyful Rapture is also good to have. But I believe Eagle Soul is definitely for the shield bearer. Definitely for a shield bearer. It's just way too good to skip. I can pick one level 3. And that's gonna be... That's gonna be... what? It's a target dispel. Or animate target dispel. Alright. Check the stats. Under buffs, this is gonna rampage to 30 plus. Why didn't the horse level up? Is maximum level for a horse 15? That's the maximum level for animal companion. 15. Greyboar. He gets a Slayer talent, then a Slayer's advance. For him, attribute point is whatever. Literally whatever. Gonna remittance strength. Now what? Slippery mind. See a greater Thunder armor and a combat style. Greater T weapon fight. Dodge. Toughness. Greater Thunder. It's either Greater Thunder or I get the extra attack from 2 weapon. Or even better, I give him dodge. I'll bait at -10 penalty 3rd attack with enough hit. I'll give him Greater Thunder. Done. Regil. We should go towards Hell Knight. Do I do? What on earth do I do with you, Regiel? I go with Dex. But frankly, doesn't matter. Very simplistic for Regiel. Diran receives new spells. And a huge charisma boost. This time, I'll specialize in Blade Barrier instead of a Flame Strike. Oof. Level 8. No, it doesn't remember, and I wrote it down somewhere. Let me see what I get on level 8, because he's got 2 ancestry points. Oh. He will receive Mass Heal and Heroic Invocation. There is a Holy Aura also. No, they don't deal damage in Ivory Sanctum. It's a bug. And it's a bug for everyone until they fix it. Ignore boulders. It just looks scary, but it does nothing. Not to you, not to enemies. Simple as that. Yeah, I'm going for Spell Pen. I'm going for stacking Blade Barriers with a Spell Pen. Damn, not the barrier, all fear the Oracle. Yeah. Cloak of Chaos. Cloak of Chaos is nice. Insta kill with a Death Clutch. That's a Firestone. Holy Aura. And the Unholy Aura. Cloak of Chaos or Holy Aura. What I need from level 8. I need Firestorm and I need Holy Order. That's about it. I don't need anything else. And I'm gonna open up with a Holy Order. What we received is Prediction of Failure through Ancestry, Mass Heal, which is fucking huge, Mass Cure Critical Wounds, Storm Bolts. We received a lot of good ones for free because I picked double Ancestry. And I'm beginning to think about taking a third Ancestry. Because I'll receive tons of new spells on every level of this spellbook. It's just fucking worth it, you know? You get more spell usages. Because you're not a cleric, but you're an oracle. You get them even more with abundant casting. And you get them even more with bigger number of spells with multiple ancestries. So you basically don't need to learn a thing. All you need to do is learn those ancestries. A bit broken, if you ask me. But that's how it is. This is all great for Diran. Very good. Ember. She can only profit out of strength. I don't know, she had a will from wisdom. Lore, religion, perception, and will. A bit of defense. I'll give her will. Hex. And a lot of new spells. Diran is fucking OP right now. As I said, he controls the entire battlefield. I'm gonna take a Beast Gift. Летишь ты. Летишь. We're gonna take Storm Bolts. I'll always opt in for damage first. Because we know enemies on harder difficulties resist every crowd control there is. Now, the Arcane Trickster for Woljef receives extra sneak attack, invisible teeth, impromptu, sneak, surprise spells. Arcane Trickster can increase sneak attack damage to any spell that deals damage if the targets are flat-footed. This additional damage only applies to spells that deal hit point damage, and the additional damage is of the same type as the spell. If the spell allows a saving throw to negate or half the damage, it also negates or halves the sneak attack damage. Stick with Arcane Trickster. Frankly, it's whatever. We won't get bonuses no matter how you put it. First level 6 spell, we can choose two. For Trickster. That's a lot of spells, goddammit. Trickster knows every fucking spell in the game, by the way. Greater heroism, that's a no-brain, but what to do now? Yeah, I'm thinking about Greater Dispel, or I wanna go full Troll Mud with Elemental Body 3. And I think I'm gonna go for a Troll Mud with Elemental Body 3. Just for fun. With Venduag, it's really whatever. I don't give a fuck with Venduag. Respect of the bear. Lightning Storm. No, there is a level on a horse. It was bugged. It was easily bugged. It showed up now. Let's do the horse. Roach. Horse has better stats than all of my companions and me combined. 37 plus 13, man. That ain't a horse, that's a fucking dragon. Stick with Assassin. Hide in plain sight. Can use stealth skill even while being observed. Funny how I made her an assassin. I didn't even know her story background when I made her an assassin. And it fits her well. She is demented. And yeah. I really wanna reach this. Level 9. Wait. I don't gain anything out of it, alright? I don't gain anything out of intelligence. We're gonna put it into strength. I'll respect when I get the next attribute point. This is how we get something out of it. What do I specialize in? I don't know. I keep it with Phantasma. And I keep it with Phantasma. Level 8. A twisting pattern of coruscating colors weaves through the air, affecting creatures within. The spell affects a total number of HD of creatures equal to your caster level, maximum 20. Creatures with the fewest HD are affected first, and among creatures with equal HD, those who are closest to the spell point of origin are affected first. HD that are not sufficient to affect a creature are wasted. The spell affects each subject according to its HD. Unconscious, stunned, confused. Sightless creatures are not affected. Greater shadow evocation. I don't know what I'll do with Camellia. I really don't have a fucking clue. We'll see. If I need her, I'll respect her. If not, she can remain like that. I don't care. I really don't care. I'll test it out, and we need one illusion. And now the question is what to take. Should I do one greater shout? It's sonic damage after all. No, not a single enemy has resist from sonic. All the enemies I've checked so far, they're like fire resist or fire immunity. Lightning resist, lightning immunity. Very few of them had acid and sonic resist. Most of the good spells are personal. Most of them. And most of them are not at all for illusionist. This is a polar ray. I don't like using rays, and she's not built for using rays, even though it's a good damage, 25d6. That's like crazy good damage, right? But I think I'm gonna go with sonic damage with shout. And it's fortitude partial, okay? I'll always do something. I'll never cast it in vain, okay? It will always gonna do something. Something useful. So yeah. Greater shout. One more legendary proportion. All good.
Let's move already.
Len. You keep power. Finally, adamantine strikes. He doesn't profit out of anything at all here, no matter what I put. Yeah, intelligence or charisma. If I put a point into intelligence, he gets 11 skill points instead of 3. Ah? We go with intelligence. And what do I rack up now? Athletics. Go with 40 perception. Yeah, what the fuck I do here? You don't need a thing. Heal a number of hit points. Spit venom. Shout. Squashing ray. On fortitude saving throw, DC 10 plus half the level of the monk's level plus the monk's wisdom modifier. He's got huge wisdom. Or insta one shot with a quivering palm. Nothing of those will work. Gain immunity to poisons of all kinds. It doesn't matter, it really doesn't. We take a quivering palm. Adamantine is the huge one here. Narush. Improved evasion. She doesn't receive any more spells, by the way. At all. Don't know if I just stop. But what would I go for? For some sneak attack damage, maybe. But whatever. And get that charisma up. Evasion. Freedom of movement. Another sense vitals. I mean, I would go for sneak attack if not for sense vitals. There is no need. Social. One more level and overwhelming presence. Mass heal. Winds of vengeance. What a Capcan. Greater Angelic. Immunity to disease and to fear. Grace of the Champion. I need to have something against overwhelming presence. Scylla. As a paladin, you get mercy. As a stalwart, you finally get damage reduction. There's not a single thing I can profit here. That would be it. That's the level. Jebediah, thanks for the follow. Quite simplistic, this one. The next one will be huge because of the feats. But this one was simplistic for everyone. I'm gonna go back to the arena now. Check the gear. This, I could give it to Social. Okay. But I need to respect Social. If I give this to him. And it's only for ranged weapons. I see.